It's the 420 report at 5 o'clock. I had to, I could not get connected on the internet. So I actually stepped out to my patio and recorded a video just on my camera phone. And I got to tell you, man, that shit's a hell of a lot harder. I came off like a total douchebag. I felt like a total douchebag, a total ass clown. Hey, Matt, what's up? How are you? See, this is when I feel a lot better, when there's an actual audience that I can connect with here on my daily live video blog, the 420 Report. Earlier today, I felt like a total idiot trying to record a video on my phone, like just straight up video, because I couldn't get connected to go live with you guys at 4:20 p.m. earlier today, like I usually do. But that's why I always say, or as close as possible, because sometimes there's fuck ups, sometimes there's technical difficulties. And I already screwed up today's rule, which is Mind My Language Monday. Hey, Jody, what's up? How are you? And Bill is here, and Jennifer, and Kevin. I gave you a shout out, Jennifer, and Ashton. When I was doing the video earlier, maybe I'll post it later on because it actually kind of came out a little bit funny. Maybe I'll just do the highlights. But I felt like a total douchebag just recording a video right there on my phone. And I go, hey, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to everybody who usually joins in on the daily 420 report anyway. Hey, what's up, Jennifer and Ashton? I gave you guys shout outs. And I, of course, talked about the big event that's happening at the Junkyard Bar and Grill this Saturday night. Nathan Tricky Allen, the Maniac of Magic. He's going to be heading over there, Central Iowa, right outside of Fort Dodge, Barnum, Iowa. Any of my Central Iowa fans or friends or followers, get on out there. That's going to be a hell of a good show. I'm going to North Dakota and South Dakota this weekend, and I had the stuff written down to show you. I also had a gift down here. I'm going to have to show that to you tomorrow. I'll call tomorrow Tuffy Tuesday. I got I was given something from a dude named Tuffy, a J-Dog fan who came out to the show last Friday night at Schultz's compound in Janesville. Hey, Joanna, what's up? And John and Ann and Ashley and Pete and Cliff. How are you guys? What's going on? It's Labor Day, man. Schools are, that's why I wrote Mind My Language Monday. The kids are right upstairs. And I don't know if they can actually hear me going off or not. I know that I can get kind of loud. I know that I've got a big echoey booming voice. It comes from years and years and years of having to project myself in nightclubs, taverns, and neighborhood bars over these loud ass fucking audiences. See, I already screwed up the rule. I already said the F word again. It's a bad habit. I got to break that habit. Hey, Gil, can't wait till December 8th. Yep, heading back to what is the town? Gaithersburg, Germantown, Middleton, Middlebrook, Gaithersburg. It's the Gaithersburg Eagles Club located in Germantown at the Middlebrook Inn. Did I get that right? That's just off the top of my head. I don't have any of that written down. I'm just flying off the cuff right now. And I got to tell you, it's a hell of a lot easier. And I feel a lot less douchey than I felt earlier when I was just ranting and raving on the video camera on my telephone earlier because I couldn't get an internet connection, but I still wanted to do a video blog that I could put up for you guys. You know, maybe it'd be like the 420 report at 520. Whatever. It's always 420 somewhere, right? But like I was saying, go to the Junkyard Bar and Grill this Saturday night, September 8th. I'm going to be in North Dakota and South Dakota. Coming up next Saturday night, September 15th, Tiffin, Ohio, the Tiffin Eagles Club there. That's going to be a good time. Also, this Friday night, the Grassroots Comedy Tour, Katrina Brown, the Mutant Queen of Comedy, is going to be at the Uptown Bar and Grill. That's going to be a lot of fun. So any of my Michigan fans or friends or followers, get your asses over there. Shout out to Amy and Darlene, and everybody at the Uptown Bar and Grill. They bring the Grassroots Comedy Tour in the first Friday every month, and they will treat you right. Anthony's here. Matt, what's up? Checking in from Portage, Wisconsin. Do I have any gigs coming up in Portage? Not in Portage. Briggsville, I know I got coming up. That's in December. December 15th, I'll be in Briggsville at Foxy's Bar. So be on the lookout for details for that one. It's Labor Day. Kids are out of school. Post office is closed. Library is closed. A lot of businesses are closed. Comedy, never closed for business. I eat, live, breathe, sleep, dream this stuff. I actually do dream comedy. I've got it's weird. I have when I mean I dream about, I don't mean like my ambitions in the industry. As far as I'm concerned, I've already made it big time. I get to go around the country performing 100, 150 nights a year, entertaining alcoholics and traveling the country. And that's like the dream come true right there. People always say to me, "Oh, I hope you make it. I hope you make it." That's what I should have called this video, Making It Monday. I hope you make it. I've already made it, motherfucker. So I just got to whisper. If I'm going to use curse words, I just got to whisper them. But I eat, live, breathe, sleep, dream it, man. Comedy never shuts down for business. There is no Labor Day for comedy. There really isn't. I mean, I guess there are times when I sort of like take the day off from not being on the road and I just sort of chill and relax, but there's always material happening. There's always thoughts flowing through my head of shit that I could be writing into material, putting into the act. I'm always obsessing about what some heckler said to me at the last show over the weekend, when I should have said something back, or whatever the response should have been, or my retort, or what the better line would have been instead of the one that I came up with that was kind of lame in the moment. I totally obsess about that stuff. I totally dream about comedy. And like I said, it doesn't mean like my ambitions in the industry. I have like fucked up dreams where I'm on stage and I'm just totally crushing it. And then later on, I try to write down those lines and remember what that stuff was I actually said, to maybe work it into future shows. And 50-50, either it'll be absolute genius and be one of my best bits yet, or it will totally go over like a lead fucking balloon. So that's the curse of that. You know, sometimes I'll dream up material and it'll be genius or it'll be fucking retarded. Hey, Aunt Pat's here. Joseph is here. Good to have you guys. The other dream I have doing comedy is they're introducing me. I'm on, huge audience out there chanting chair dog, raring to go. And they give me the big introduction. And now coming to the stage, Jeremy Chair Dog Danley. And I'm backstage and I just can't stop going to the bathroom. Sometimes it's number one, sometimes it's number two. But while they're in the middle of introducing me and the crowd is going wild, I can't stop going to the bathroom. I cannot get off that fucking toilet. The audience is going crazy. And there I am, stuck in the bathroom, behind the scenes, backstage, cannot get off the toilet. That's like a nightmare. That's a nightmare. And I always have to wake myself up from that one. I can't believe I just admitted all that stuff live on the Facebook video. What else is coming up? I think I went through all the show dates. It's Labor Day Monday. Like I said, comedy business never takes a day off. That's kind of the curse of it. I get to pretty much do whatever I want, whenever I want. That's pretty cool. I get to travel around the country, meet all kinds of different cool people. But you never have a day off. You always got to be keeping your eye out. What's the new thing I can talk about? And I don't know, whatever it is, I can't shut it off in my head to quit obsessing about what I should or shouldn't have said at the last show, some new bit that I'm coming up with, some new observation that I make. I guess the only way I could take off from doing comedy is like lock myself in a dark room for 48 hours straight. And even then, probably weird hallucinations would come to me that I'd want to talk about, if not even just to you on a Facebook Live video. And that coffee is officially cold. Oh, God. I sound a little raspy. I actually have a cold. I always get hay fever about this time of year, and I think that it developed into a bit of a cold over the weekend. But I'm going to knock out some vitamin C packs. I'm going to get my voice back up and running, be raring to go for this weekend. When I head up to North Dakota, South Dakota, I don't have the details with me in front of me. Just like I said earlier, don't have this, totally unprepared for this, because I was trying to get connected earlier and it wouldn't let me get connected and blah, 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 blah. Hopefully I'll have a good connection tomorrow at 4:20 p.m. on the nose. Jared Dog's 420 report, right on time, hopefully tomorrow. The bad weather, the storms, I think it knocks out the internet connection, and always at the most inconvenient times when I get all fired up and I'm wanting to connect with my audience, and bam, no connection. I got to go on at 5 o'clock, but whatever. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Shit, I had more stuff to talk about. But oh yeah, I wanted to show you the gifts that I had. Like I said, I'm totally unprepared. So tomorrow I'll do Tuffy Tuesday because Tuffy, who is probably, he's like a regular at the show, I would say, the best way to describe him. He's been to some of the shows that I've done up there in Janesville at Crosby Place and like this last weekend at Schulte's Compound. Nice little fun group, late night crowd, comedy under the stars. I pretty much got on the microphone and just heckled the entire neighborhood at 11:30 at night. I'm surprised the cops didn't get called. But that's one of the things that I like doing. I like getting on stage in unusual situations and just making the connection with the audience. I feel so much more at home in a situation like that where you can just fly off the cuff. And like I said, you've got that pressure of having to deliver the goods in the moment. You can't hit the stop button on the video camera and then go back and edit that shit later on. That's what made me feel weird about doing that video earlier today, where I'm trying to do the 420 report, but not as a live video, just right there on my camera. And it's like, man, I feel like a douchebag doing this shit. Not that I don't sometimes when I'm ranting and raving to you on live. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get ramped up. Sometimes I never get into the flow at all. But I just kind of go from the heart, let it all come out. And then later on, maybe write that into material or whatever. Maybe go off the questions and comments that you guys throw down, which it doesn't look like we have any right now. And I've probably already been ranting and raving and rambling longer than I should have. 12 minutes into this, I haven't really said anything. Whole lot of talking about nothing. Anyway, this Saturday night, September 8th, Nathan Tricky Allen at the Junkyard Bar and Grill. Shout out to Ashton Dillon. Make sure you head on over to that one. Make sure you head on over to the Grassroots Comedy Tour taking place at the Uptown Bar and Grill in Crystal, Michigan with Katrina Brown, the mutant queen of comedy herself. She's going to blow the doors off the place. I guarantee you that. What else is coming up? Next Saturday night, the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show. Head to Tiffin, Ohio. We'll be back in our stomping grounds, Charles City, Iowa. That's Friday, September 21st at Hot Shots Billiards. Chatfield, Minnesota, September 22nd at the Chatfield Country Club. Where else are we going to be? That's all I got for you for right now. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuffy Tuesday, and I'll show you the cool shit that I picked up from Schulte's Compound last Friday night. Also shout out to Daryl Moon. How could I fucking forget? Last Saturday night in Berwyn, Illinois, at Cigars and Stripes, one of my favorite little venues to perform at. One of my best places to go to work out new material when I lived in Chicago. They had comedy, and they still do have comedy every Wednesday, every Saturday night. Ronnie Lotz has done a great job of bringing in a lot of local guys, a lot of guys coming in from the road, and they've been able to maintain a really cool, fun audience over the years, probably at least 10 years now, that they've been doing shows every Wednesday and Saturday. Cigars and Stripes out there in Berwyn, Illinois. And it's a small little club. That's what I like the best, the intimate crowds. That's the place I used to stop in every Wednesday night. Not every Wednesday night. Any given Wednesday, every Wednesday. It was not every Wednesday night. It should have been. Looking back, I should have made more of a point to go in there every Wednesday night to work out new material. But I would go in as often as I could, and that was a great place to go in with a new 10 minutes and figure out what was going to work and then take that on the road and at least get it said out loud in your head. Now, I don't have that type of club to go to where I live. That's something that I miss about Chicago. There was always a place you could go to get on stage and work on new shit. Now I just get on my live video at 4:20 p.m. and talk to my Facebook crowd. So I want to thank you for being here for that. I want to thank Ronnie Lotz and Daryl Moon. That was a really fun edition of the Screwlywed Game, the retro comedy game show. That's another one where anything goes. It's one of the fundamentals of comedy. You got to be ready for anything goes. If your fucking video's not going to work at exactly 4:20 p.m., you got to adapt and improvise. Bust out your camera on your phone, start talking shit into that thing, and then plan to post it later on. And then when you notice that you actually can go live, so what? It's 5 o'clock. You can still do a 4:20 report at 5 o'clock. It's always 4:20 somewhere. You guys are still here. You're still hanging out with me. And when you're doing the live video, the live video, the live Screwlywed game show, it's anything goes. It's no holds barred. You never know what people are going to say or do. You got to be able to be spontaneous and in the moment. When you're doing a comedy show, comedy pool party under the stars pool party, everybody's drinking, getting nuts, having a good time. It's a small crowd. Everybody's shouting stuff out. You do a little bit of mingling with them beforehand and pick up on the vibe, pick up on the things that they're going to connect with and resonate with. That's what it takes. You got to learn what they're going to connect with the audience, and be willing to be in the moment, not just calcified and stuck on your material, on your set list, and try to deliver the words exactly perfectly. You got to go back to the fundamentals. Be in the moment, have fun. If you have fun, they'll have fun with you. You'll never have a bad show. All right. Would you agree, Willie? Just ranting and raving about the fundamentals of comedy. I don't know how I got off on that rant. I was talking about doing sets at one of my favorite places in Chicago where I could roll into and just do a guest set whenever I wanted during the week before I took out stuff to try to get at least somewhat polished up and hit the ground running that weekend when I hit the road. And that's why I do these live videos now, just to stay in the flow, in the moment, throw out anything that might be on the top of my head, get it heard, get it said, get it out loud, get some feedback from it from you guys, be able to connect with you on a daily basis, be able to give the show dates where I'll be coming up so you know where to go to see Jared Dog live or any of Earth's mightiest headliners on the Grassroots Comedy Tour. Katrina Brown this Friday night at the Uptown Bar in Crystal, Michigan. Nathan Tricky Allen this Saturday night at the Junkyard Bar in Barnum, Iowa. I'm heading to North Dakota, South Dakota, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tuffy Tuesday. I'm going to show you some cool shit that I got from the folks at Schulte's Compound in Janesville. Tuffy himself hooked me up. And that's one of the other things that I really like doing about what I like about doing comedy on the road is a lot of people, they come up and they just give you cool shit, stuff you would never expect, really unique items that mean something from the heart. So Tuffy, if you're watching, I just don't have it with me. I brought it upstairs earlier to put on the other videos, so maybe I don't know. I'll be on here tomorrow. Tuffy Tuesday. All right. I'll show everybody what you gave me. All right. That's it for now. I'll be back tomorrow, 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Until then, dog bless America.